Okay, let's go through our week 1 assignments here. The first one is simple. So I'm logged into Canvas here, and here's week 1 assignments. There's a lot actually of stuff to read through this week 1. First week it'll chill out the next couple weeks, but the first week is a lot of stuff, and it's really easy stuff if you click through it quickly, or take your time with it, but it shouldn't take too long. The syllabus acknowledgement, this means that you went and you read the syllabus. So if you click through this and acknowledge it, that's 5 points. Boom, done. So read through the syllabus and click through this acknowledgement. When you click through it, I think there's a little quiz to take, like I have read and agreed, and you just check a little button and then boom. Okay, so that's easy enough. The second one here, discussion, self-introduction. So click on this, and it's 25 points. So don't not do this one. And what it's asking you to do here is to tell us a little bit about yourself. And so you would tell us a little bit about yourself right here. So just type your answer right here. I am Dave. Blah 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 blah. So read through. Tell us, like for instance, I'm Dave Levy. I own 6 chickens, have a wife and a kid. I'd like to learn about app development. Share a link to a photo, graphic, or video clip that reminds you of yourself. G-rated. So I'd probably share something with Dungeons and Dragons because I like to play D&D. And just do these little things here. It's mostly, I think they do these in these online courses so that you start talking with your schoolmates, so that you develop a rapport with your schoolmates, and so that we as instructors understand that you know how to navigate Canvas. So it's sort of us getting to know you and what you're all about, but also you interacting with each other. Here's instructions to read through: how to take an iPad screenshot, how to receive files. So this is all how to get iPad photos off of your iPad, because part of the assignments are completing these iPad games. And when you complete the game, you take a screenshot and attach it to a file to prove that you did it. And so yeah, here it is. Upload an iPad screenshot. This is an assignment worth 10 points. So you take your screenshot of anything on your iPad, nothing personal, and using one of the methods, just get that photo to us and attach it to this assignment. Yep. So there should be, if you log in as a student here, there would be a way to attach the photo to this assignment here. Maybe I'll do that really quick so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so one thing that I noticed is when I logged back in as a student, it shows week 1 here. It says it's 3 parts. There's a little triangle here. Make sure that your triangle is expanded so you can see all the assignments in there. And so here's the iPad assignment we were talking about. Clicking on it, and then it says submit assignment. So when you click submit assignment, now it's asking you for the file. So here's where you would pick the file that you downloaded from your iPad. This is now read through all of this gobbledygook about what are Swift playgrounds and whatnot. Tells you about Xcode and Swift, so you want to read through all this stuff, and gives you instructions. Again, we're looking for, read through all this stuff, but pay close attention for the ones that say, aha, this one is 50 points. So you definitely want to make sure that you've completed all of these and then paid special attention to the playground assignments. So the project files from your book, download the project files from your book. That's what we just downloaded a moment ago. So here's the zip files. I'm going to unzip those and show you. Now you want to keep a copy of these zip files also, because you're going to be editing them and you don't want to lose them. So I've, let's see, unzipped it here. And so here we go. See, there's different folders, and number 1, Playground Basics. Inside of the first folder, here's a playground file. So that's what they're talking about when they say complete your playground assignments. If you double click on this, if Xcode is installed properly, it should open up in Xcode. And it might warn you that you download this from the internet. That's okay. And so as you click through these playground assignments, see Xcode opened it up, and you read through it, blah, blah, blah. And what's the playground? So there's a link at the bottom. So as you read through it, these are active files, so you can edit them where you see the numbers over here. So it's teaching you about numbers in Playground. And so basically click through each of these pages and follow the instructions. It'll ask you to do things, especially in the pink stuff here, experiment, practice using the Playground like a calculator. Edit some of the existing expressions to add a few of your own. So, okay, I'm going to do 1 plus 1 equals, or 1 plus 1. You don't have to do the equals because in theory it should calculate this for you over here. And one thing you'll notice about Playground is sometimes it takes a long time to calculate and it takes a long time to run. So occasionally I'll hit the stop button down here. Stop. It's even thinking about stopping. And then I'll hit the start again. And then hopefully it'll start running again. So it says ready. I'm going to hit play again. See if maybe it'll calculate. Yep, there we go. So see, now you got your calculation over here. 1 plus 1 is 2. And notice every time you make a change, the results are updated. So let's add, I don't know, 9,000 to that. And wait for it. There, 9,002. Not so bad. So what I'm looking for as a teacher is to make sure that you've completed all of these assignments. I have to go through one page at a time and make sure that you've actually done what it asks you to do. So make sure you complete each page, because if not, I'll dock you points. Once it's done, you just make sure it's saved and then attach that file to the homework assignment. So when you click into the homework assignment, it says, by the way, it says 1 and 2, and you can zip those up or attach them separately. It's whatever you like to do. But you might want to put your name on, like in the file name as well. That helps me if you put your name somewhere in the file name. So rename it with your name. You know what I'm saying? So let me show you what I'm saying. So for instance, if you had completed this, then at the front of the file name, I would put Levy _ something like that. I'm going to see where it's, when you're logged into Canvas, you've submitted it through Canvas. So it's not a complete failure if you don't rename it, but it just helps me out a little bit if you rename the file. Okay, and then you submit the assignment with your attachment. You click submit and choose the file you just renamed, and then you're good to go. Playgrounds 1 and 2, and actually there's more. Complete your iPad assignment number 2. So you'll want to go through the iPad assignments and take a screenshot. Let's see what we ask of you here. So this part, you want to log into learn to code number 1 on your iPad and complete the activities in the commands section. Each time you complete an activity, there's going to be like a green check mark. And so what we're looking for as teachers is to make sure you've checked all the boxes. Do a screenshot of it. Should look something like this when it's done. It's kind of a fun game. You send this little character around by learning how to code. And then once you've screenshot that, email that screenshot or attach it somehow in Canvas here. There's several ways it lists how you can do that in the instructions here. And that one's good to go. Then, so let's see what else we have here. iPad vocabulary terms. Okay, and then your journal is the third part. So throughout the first class, we're going to have you developing apps of your own. And it's just an exercise. It doesn't have to be something you're really going to create, but it's helpful if you have some idea that you don't mind sharing. So if you do have an idea that you want to sign a non-disclosure agreement, don't include that here, because this is going to be an idea you're sharing. For me, I picked something that was so impossible for me to accomplish that I wasn't worried someone was going to steal it, because it wasn't really a reality that you could take it to market. So that'd be fine if you have some kind of out there idea that just to explore the creating process of making an app. So this is going to be what's your idea? Is there another app out there like it? If so, why is yours better? Things like that. So click through the Canvas the journal. And it's not a bad idea to keep this in a Google Doc or some kind of document separate from Canvas, because I think at the end of the semester we ask you to put all these things together, and if you have it already done in one place, then your final exam is like 1/3 done. So that's my suggestion to you, is like keep a Google Doc or one document where you answer all of these questions. When you submit, your homework assignment, just submit the part that we're asking for, but if it's all in one place, it'll make it easier in the end. So hopefully this helps you with your first class, or with your first week of homework.